It's your new cruise show, Power 106. I got to get this name right because this guy can fuck me up.
Yes, he can, and he will.
Daniel Cormier is on the all-new cruise show right now.
How
We're
did he
already
do?
fired up.
How did he do? Does he deserve a punch?
Who's that? Cruz? Yeah, he did a great job.
Thank you very much. Fuck, bro, you just scared this guy. I was like, no, don't ask him that. How are you, man? How are things going?
I'm good, man. Just getting ready for next weekend.
Getting ready? Big weekend coming up?
You know, all set, man. Just now, weight management, weight control, and then go and do what I do this Saturday.
You're fighting Anthony Johnson. What are you going to do to this guy?
Well, early I'm going to take him down.
Okay.
Because if I stand in front of him, he'll probably try to knock my head off.
Of course.
But early I'm going to try to get in his face, man, work this dude over and try to win this championship that I didn't in January, you know? So this is a big opportunity for me. I can't wait.
Yeah, you're being very very political, very nice. You can say you're going to fuck this guy up if you want to.
You're going to rip his head off.
Well, I'm going to try. You know, I always try to rip their heads off. And you know, I'm not going to say that word. You know, I got a job, you know.
There
I'm an
he is.
analyst on
There
Fox
he is.
Sports.
Oh, God.
I don't want to get fired from my other job in case it doesn't go too good on
Well, then, can you do us a favor?
you know,
Can you do the cruise show a favor? Rip his arm out of his body and hit him with it.
Yeah,
that would be
yeah.
awesome.
That would
That'll
be
go viral.
awesome.
some Mortal Kombat stuff, huh?
Yeah.
The old
Finish
Mortal
him.
Kombat.
Hey, when you got called from the boss to make this fight, obviously with John being out and being stripped and everything.
What do you get, a DUI?
He's got a few things
Oh,
happening,
really?
man. Yeah, because he was in love with the Coco earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, and then and then a couple other things happened. But did you feel good taking that call and confident with the amount of time that you had to train to get ready for this?
Well, I was supposed to fight a guy named Ryan Bader June 6th. It was only 2 weeks after this fight. So I was going to have an 8-week training camp for Bader. I ended up having a 6-week camp, so it's not that different. The difference is my training partner, a guy named Cain Velasquez, is back.
There he is.
And this dude goes real hard. He pushes a pace. And as much as I love having him there, I absolutely hate having him there because he's always in my face. He's big and great cardio. So, yeah, I'm fine. You know, going with that dude every day has prepared me as best as I can be.
Now, talk about John. Fair or not his suspension?
I think it's fair. You know, I think at a point you have to worry about him as a human being and not as a fighter. The UFC owed it to John, and John owes it to himself to go and fix himself because from his incidents, you know, they've gotten worse. You know, first it was like a single car accident to now it was someone else involved. You know, what's going to happen next? So it's time that we don't worry about him as a fighter anymore. We worry about him as a human being and hope that he can actually go and get whatever demons he has under control.
Sure. Todd, what happened?
Do you think, since he's the only person ever to beat you, was the mindset going to this next fight? Is it different coming off of a loss?
Well, I mean, you know, it sucks. I mean, coming off of a loss sucks, you know.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot to prove there, yeah?
Yeah, you know, a lot to prove, but also just the fact that everything that went into that, you know, into the fight with Jones. You know, we got into that fight at the MGM Grand.
Yeah.
We fought we actually fought everywhere we went. We fought in the hallway. We fought
in the men's room.
Yeah, we fought like every time we came into contact with each other. And it wasn't just me. Yeah. It was like me about to fight him and then Rosendo fighting with his manager, and it was like our entourages were trying to fight each other. It was just so much emotionally, you know. So that's probably the biggest and best thing and the difference between this and the last one. It feels good to not have that type of weight carrying around.
Daniel Cormier is here, UFC. It's the all-new cruise show, Power 106.